dear viewers, I'm Akirke Bekulat, the representative of Kaspi Bank. Kaspi Bank is a commercial bank of Kazakhstan. The mission of our bank is to exceed the expectations of every client by meeting the needs of services of unsurpassed quality. Kaspi Bank is a place where extraordinary people come together to show their best qualities in both in life and in work. We appreciate people who are eager to learn and ready to great victories. We provide the opportunities to learn and become professionals in their field.
Nowadays, we are looking for a candidate on a position of Head of Debtors and Creditors Department. This position is directly submitted to the Head of Department of Accounting Interbank Transactions and indirectly to Deputy Chief Accountant. Our requirements for candidate to have a high education in accounting, finance, economics, knowledge of Republic of Kazakhstan on accounting legislation, IFRS and tax basis, civil, labor, administrative law, CAP, also knowledge of document circulation by areas of accounting. It is also important to have people management skills, setting goals and objectives, monitoring their performance, motivation and training of employees. Work experience at least 3 years as an accountant and management experience at least 1 year in the provision of regulation of financial services. Candidate must be able to work with Microsoft Office, 1C, CAP ERP system, Scala, Navision. The candidate will be interviewed in 4 steps: telephone interview, second comprehension testing, which consists from 2 tests, Eysenck IQ test and mThora intelligence structure test on confirming intelligence of the person to the profession activity. Interview on a competence interview with the head of department.
Yeah, full that. Hello?
Hello, can I speak to Isemjan Igemberdiyev?
Yeah, full that. Yes, sure, you can speak with me.
My name is Mira. I'm a consultant of the HR department from the Kaspi Bank. Can I ask you some questions?
Yeah, hello Mira, you can speak. I'm hearing you. Yeah, Mira, nice to meet you.
Tell me a little about yourself, including your experience in accounting.
Well, my background was that I actually graduated from the KIMEP University, and I had the great experience in the working with the Customers Bank. I was actually the head of the greatest company, and I was perfectly well done my job. Therefore, you should have no doubts regarding my experience, because it was perfect actually. I think you can ask my friends, they can confirm that. Okay? Well, thank you for your question. Actually, I was graduated from KIMEP University 7 years ago, and during the first 4 years I was working in the Kazakh Bank on the position of specialist in the credit and debit department. And after that, during the last 3 years, I was working in Customers Bank as a head of credit and bank department. So it was a pretty nice experience, and I hope that it might be helpful in my future job.
Why are you interested in this job?
Okay, I think that, to be honest, there are no other offers to my job, because you know the market is really tough nowadays. So, and your bank was just pretty well known maybe, and it has position, and I think that money which can be earned there is also okay. Well, to be honest, recently I have read the Forbes journal, and there was the article about the head, which is the Mikhail Lamtadze, and that was the great interview made by him. So I learned that you have chosen new direction in your job, and I believe that my knowledge and my experience would be helpful in order to reach the aims of your company. So that is my answer.
What are your salary expectations?
Okay. I think that no less than 1 million tenge should be. Yeah, it's my requirement for you. Well, that's a really interesting question, and I'm sure that I have no the accurate number of my salary, but I believe that we can meet our requirements together at about the 350,000 tenges. That will be okay. But if you have any other options, you can speak. It's not the too big issue. We can discuss it anyway.
We will consider your application as soon as possible and we will get in touch with you. Thank you for your time and interest in the position at Kaspi Bank.
Okay. Thank you, see you. Okay. Okay. Thank you. See you. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Congratulations on your well-passed preliminary tests.
Thank you.
I have to ask you some questions concerning your competences. What are your strengths?
So, I believe that one of the biggest my strengths is that I had the great experience and background in the two banks which are called Kazakh Bank. I used to work here as a specialist, and in Halyk Bank I was the head of the similar with you department, credit and debit. So another, I think that I have good experience in problem prevention and solution mindset. So, and the third, I suppose that the work which I will do in your department as a head of the part of the banks department will have the great influence on the total overall performance of our bank, because our accounting report which we will prepare has the direct connection with the profit of our bank.
How well do you handle changes?
Well, in our life, I believe that changes is a normal thing. Therefore, for me, it is not too big issue. For example, in the previous job, I had experience when we had the new head of our bank, and so he forced us to work in a little bit different directions regarding our main goals. So I, as well as the rest of my team, we were divide each of our work between each other, and each of us had easily follow the new way to get the goal. The major point is that we separated our new obligations between each other. It has a good communication between each other to help each of us to succeed what was demanded from our new head of the bank.
Do you work well under pressure?
Yes, I think yes, because nowadays there are a lot of different pressures. So, and each of the good employer waiting from us the best what we can do. Therefore, it's okay for me.
So, and the last question, how do you handle important decisions?
Well, I believe that it should be handled by the whole team, but in our time, holding the meetings is not very good, because it's taking too much time. Therefore, according to my previous experience, and I believe that It is enough to have the meeting with the major specialist in each of the sphere, and I have my own actually strategy regarding the holding of the meetings. So we always start on time, and moreover we can end our meetings 5 minutes previous than it should be finished. Therefore, it saves our time, and the important decisions can be solved together.
Okay, thank you for your time, and in 2 days you will be informed by an email on last step of your interview process, the meeting with head of the administration, Yerka Nomarzak. It would be nice to have you as a part of Kaspi Bank team.
Okay, thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you for your time.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, indeed.
Hi, thank you.
Okay.
Sit down, please. Thank you for coming. Can you tell me about the situation when you had a challenging task and you failed to succeed? Yeah?
The one which I remember was when I worked in the Customers Bank. So the task was to follow the timing of the different issues which was given to me by different directors. So the problem was that I couldn't succeed each of them on time because there were so many issues and too many disruptions. So the point was that I was delayed with some of them. And as far as I remember, it was the biggest challenging problem which I did in the past.
Okay. And as well, can you please give me an example when you made a mistake in your project and how did you come up with it?
I remember that when I worked in Kazakh Bank, there was the big project which was done by our team. So we were going to give the big loan to one of our clients' company, and the problem was that not all members of our team was good at their position. So it means that some people were hired not because of their knowledge, but because of some other factors, like it is actually popular in Kazakhstan, you know that. So that was the real fail of me because I couldn't follow each of my team members' knowledge and their experience in the special field.
What type of knowledge or experience did you get for last couple of years?
Since starting 2 years ago, since today, I'm studying at KIMEP University and making my executive MBA degree. So for the last 2 years, I'm studying here, and the main point is that I can see how my experience in work can be good at knowledge. I mean, is the ways which I performed in the last years, was it right or not? Because I have the chance to ask my professors regarding the steps which I did. So it is really good for me.
And what do you think? What motivates people into work?
Because we are living in the developing country, so I suppose the first is the career growth. The second, it can be salary. Yes, because we are all humans and we're depending on the money. And the third, maybe it can be the employee's position on the market. I mean, what the other people thinks about the bank, in our case, regarding their performance on the market. Is it good bank or bad bank? Is it going to be bankrupt or no? They have successful future. So that is the major points in my view.
Okay, thank you. And what do you think? What may influence people, an employee or you, to leave a job?
To my mind, what is really important is the job satisfaction. So if I expect something and it is not reaching during the work in your company, it might be some troubles. Another one is the self-performance. as I'm going to be the head of the department in your bank, then I need to know what will be my career growth. So it is also one of the main points. And the third one, I suppose that what is the performance of my employer. As far as I know, in our case, Mr. Mikhail Lamtadze, he is one of the best employers, because there are a lot of journals and TV shows which says that the structure which is performing by himself is really well constructed. So therefore I believe that regarding that point we will not have any problems.
Okay, Sim, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your interest. We will get in touch with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for giving me some opportunity and for your time especially. I think that I will wait the response from you. You can phone me or email. Thank you very much. See you.